there's an ever-increasing tension between our right to live and caring for our most precious resource, the environment. According to the UN, South America and Africa lose forests at a faster rate than anywhere else in the world. After years of civil war, Mozambique is rebuilding itself from the ruins, but this development can come at a heavy price. I'm Ndoni Khanyile in Central Mozambique, where a local community project to break the cycle of poverty is not only growing skills, but futures. It's a Sunday morning at the main market in Beira, where charcoal is one of the most common products for sale. Now this charcoal that we're about to buy is what most people would use in their home every day. If you want to make a cup of tea, you want to make a meal, breakfast for your family, you're going to be using this every day. Charcoal is produced here by cutting down trees and burning the logs in earth-covered pits. Around 80% of Mozambicans use it for cooking, but this dependence on dirty fuel is having a devastating effect on the country's indigenous forests. Cost 5 meticais. That's about 3 cents. I mean, it's nothing. For Manuel Joa, the trees are his livelihood. But every year his journey to collect wood gets longer, as both local and foreign logging companies continue to chop down trees at an ever-increasing rate. What do you think will happen when most of the trees in the forests in Mozambique are gone?
Como vou fazer? Não há como. Caiu também.
This is the classic jobs versus environment dilemma that is at the heart of this crisis, because people need to cut down trees and use charcoal for survival, but at the same time their survival depends on the very trees they're chopping down. This road stretches from Beira port in central Mozambique to Nampula in the north. It links up with Mozambique's inland towns and other landlocked countries like Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Zambia, who rely on these trucks for essential goods for their economies. As you drive along this road, stockpiles of wood wait to be loaded into these containers and shipped out of the country. There are many pathways along this road that lead into thick forests. One of these is taking me to the Mezimbite Forest Centre. So I'm on my way to meet Rui. He's the second in command and runs some of the operations here at Mezimbite. He's going to walk us through what Mezimbite is actually about and some of the really interesting activities that they run here. So let's go through. Rui.
Hi.
Ndoni.
Hi, Ndoni. Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice
Thank you for having
you.
us.
It's an honor to have you here.
Yeah. I'm very curious to see how everything works.
Oh, please. Follow me, please.
Thank you. So how long have you been involved here at Mezimbite?
Well, this is a 20 years road. This is a 20 years history.
The entire center. The name Mezimbite means iron wood in Msena, the local language. But for people here, it means home. So these trees are 20 years old?
Yeah, the first tree that was planting was that one. And then this all became our first experimental site.
A regular day here starts early in the morning with the center staff sharing breakfast. Then it's time to start work, creating beautiful objects from wood like panga and hardwood. But this wood doesn't come from chopping down trees. The artists here use discarded wood from logging activities and local factories. The center employs up to 100 people, making it one of the largest employers in the area. Rui Santos, an architect by training, has swapped the air-conditioned comforts of a city studio for the heat of the workshop here at Mezimbite to oversee innovation in product design. Sarah used to work in the nursery division planting trees, but now takes great pride in being able to craft wood products that will be sold around the world. So you know that there's a problem in Mozambique where a lot of the trees are being cut down and the forests are disappearing. What do you think about that? Is it something that worries you? Do you think if people should stop cutting trees down as much as they do?
vamos se destruir, não vamos ficar mais aqui. Sim. Mais pouco.
Mais pouco? Okay, a little bit more.
Mas aqui.
Okay. Try. Must work hard. It's tough to get a job here at Mezimbite. I need to brush up on my skills if I'm ever going to come and work here. The centre produces high-end products for several international companies, but ensures it remains environmentally conscious.
It's not only about telling people not to do, it's to show an alternative for them, a different way to do it. We still are one of the poorest countries in the world. Of course, we have these fantastic resources to use, but people don't understand how to use them.
Traditional Indian and Portuguese-influenced wood carvings are unique to the Zambezi district of Mozambique. Senor Alvaro Mario is one of the centre's master carvers. This former soldier says he's happy to be keeping age-old traditions alive. As well as creating jobs, the centre has an educational program that nurtures specialised design skills, as well as providing education for the children in the community. The centre is also the largest planter of trees in the whole country.
Mezimbite is also trying to show that it's possible to replace. You need this balance with what we take and what we use and what we have put
give
back.
Yeah. But it's interesting saying that you, over the years, have planted, over 10 million trees. I wonder how many of those trees that you planted have subsequently been cut down.
We estimate that in one hectare, we have to plant 200 and 300 trees for at least 100 to survive. The capacity that we have now, it's 500,000 trees annually, but we want to do 1 million trees annually.
And I'm able to make a small contribution to that challenge as I get an opportunity to add one more tree to the area to celebrate International Day of Forests. What we're busy doing is that I'm about to plant one of the most iconic African trees, the baobab. If you look around at this area, there's a big difference between the forested areas that we saw back at the centre and this area that has very few trees. And hopefully, in 20, 30 years' time, if we come back, this baobab will have grown to provide a shade for a whole lot of people.